Okay, so we were doing issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Yesterday we have learned how to issue shares for purchase of assets at par and at premium. Then we have learned how to issue shares to the promoters of the company and underwriters. Now today we will proceed in the same topic, but with little more calculations. See comparison of purchase consideration with the value of business purchase. Now, till now you were getting one value in the question. Now onwards you will be getting the values of assets and liabilities which you are purchasing from a business. Because whenever you are purchasing a business, it means you are purchasing the assets as well as the liabilities of the business. So certain times what happen that suppose the value of the business is ₹100, but the name is well known in the market. It is having established brand name. You will be able to earn good amount of profits from the day one. In such case, it may be that you might be getting that business at some higher amount. According to the assets and liabilities, the value is coming 100, but in actual you have to pay suppose 120. Means you have to pay more than the value of the business. So whatever extra you are giving, that will become goodwill. Whatever extra you are paying to the owner of the business is the amount of goodwill. So that we are doing. Now see first formula, value of business. Value of business will be assets minus liabilities. Value of business means whatever assets you are purchasing and whatever liabilities you are purchasing, according to that okay. So now value of business, I was explaining that it is a value for assets minus liabilities. Whatever assets you are purchasing and whatever liabilities you are purchasing, if you will take the difference, that will be the value of business. Then purchase consideration. It is the amount agreed with the seller or the vendor that what amount he will be charging for the selling of these assets and liabilities. So either you can say it is the amount agreed between the two, buyer and seller, or you can say it is the payment to be done to the seller, or you can say payment plus whatever the value of shares you are issuing to the person, to the vendor, that will become the purchase consideration. Now, if suppose question has given you only one value, means question has given you the value of assets and liabilities, but question is silent on purchase consideration. Question has not told the amount agreed. Then what we will do? Then we will assume the value of business as purchase consideration. In such case, when the question is silent on the purchase consideration agreed, we will assume that value of business is itself the purchase consideration. Yes, please. First tell me that whether these 3 points are clear or any queries there. Okay. Okay. Now see, there are two possibilities. Either you are paying more than the value of business, means your purchase consideration is more than the value of business, or your purchase consideration is less than the value of the business. In numerical terms, if I give you example that your value of business is 100 and you are ready to pay 120. So in such case, Goodwill will be there or capital reserve will be there? On the basis of point number 4 or 5, please respond. If the value of the business is 100, but I am ready to pay 120. So in such case, goodwill will be there or capital reserve will be there? Yes, goodwill will be there. Very good, very good. And now if I reverse the situation, means my value of business is rupees 100, but I am ready to pay rupees 80. Value of business is 100, but I am ready to pay rupees 80 only. So in such case, if I am purchasing a thing which is having a value of 100 in rupees 80 only, that is my capital profit, and that capital profit will be called capital reserve. That profit will be credited to capital reserve. So now I hope when goodwill will be there and when capital reserve will be there, both situations are clear. Okay. Now see, one thing which I want to make you clear here again, that if you are not practicing this chapter on daily basis with sufficient amount of questions, we are moving day by day towards the complex issue. It will become complex day by day. So please keep on practicing and revising your previous questions on daily basis. If you will keep them fresh, only then you will be able to capture and grasp the new topics, whatever coming, new concepts. Okay, now see question number 13. X Limited purchased a running business from Y Limited for a sum of rupees 30 lakh. Now this is 30 this 30 lakh is what amount? It is value of business or it is purchase consideration? Tell me. If you want to check it, you can see that it is the difference between assets and liabilities, or it is the amount agreed between X and Y Limited. In that manner, you will be able to classify it whether it is value of business or it is purchase consideration. Yes, correct. Very good. Please listen the question carefully. I am asking, it is value of the business or purchase consideration? Yes, very good. Clearly identified. It is purchase consideration. It is purchase consideration. Why it is purchase consideration? See, X and Y Limited have agreed that Y Limited has agreed that I will sell my business for a sum of rupees 30 lakh. So it is the value agreed between X and Y. It is not a difference between assets and liabilities. Payable also written after that. I have told that either the amount agreed or payment to be done. So payable word is there. Payable 40% by a check and the balance by the issue of fully paid equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of 20%. So this is the mode of payment which has been explained in the second sentence. In first sentence, you got the information for purchase consideration. Then afterwards, you have been informed how you will be paying that purchase consideration. So 40% payment will be done through bank and the balance will be issued fully paid equity shares. Now, assets and liabilities consisted of the following. Now you have been given the value of assets and liabilities. Now first I will request you to calculate the value of business. Calculate the value of business. How you will calculate the value of business? First you tell me the formula. How will you calculate the value of business? Yes, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Assets minus liabilities. So first add up all the assets and add up all the liabilities. Add up all the assets and add up all the liabilities also. And then take out the difference. These are the assets written here. See, assets and liabilities have been given here. Identify the assets and identify the liabilities. Add them separately. Take out the totals of assets and total of liabilities. See, 12 lakh plus 8 lakh, 20 lakh plus 2 lakh. Sorry, it is liability. 12 lakh plus 8 lakh, 20 lakh. Then 4 lakh 30,000, 24 lakh 30,000 plus 90,000, 25 lakh 20,000. Then plus 5 lakh 30 lakh 20,000. So 30 lakh 20,000 is the amount of assets. Then minus 2 lakh. So it will become 28 lakh 20,000, the value of business. Your calculation should be fast. If you will take a calculator, you will not be able to complete the paper. And because you will not get any calculator in your exam. So be your own calculator. Try to do mental calculations. Try to do fast calculation. Practice them for 5-10 minutes daily. Only then your speed will increase. Otherwise, no accuracy will be there, and time will also be wasted in useless activities in the paper. You will not get time for such activities in the paper. You have to come up to the standard of class 12. Now, value of business is how much? I should make a working note here. Value of business is equal to assets minus liabilities. We can write here further all the assets and all the liabilities. We can show it. I am writing amount directly here, 28 lakh 20,000. Then purchase consideration is equal to rupees 30 lakh. It was clearly told in the question. Now tell me whether there will be goodwill or capital reserve. Yes, correct answer. Goodwill is equal to purchase consideration minus value of business is equal to 30 lakh minus 28 lakh 20,000. Yes, it will be rupees 1 lakh 80,000. Yes. Now it's clear how to calculate the value of goodwill and value of capital reserve. You will be having okay. Now coming to the journal entry part. So first entry I will be, see, assets balance is debit. Whenever you are purchasing the assets, you will debit the assets. Building account debit, building is 12 lakh, then plant and machinery account debit, it is 8 lakh, then sundry debtors account debit, it is 4 lakh 30,000, then cash account debit 90,000, then stock account debit 5 lakh. So these are the assets which we have purchased, but in addition we are purchasing goodwill also, and that is not given in the question. Goodwill account, in bracket I will write it balancing figure. I have to inform the examiner that this value is not given in the question. That value I have calculated and it is given in the working note how I have calculated 1,80,000. I am purchasing goodwill also because I am paying the amount for goodwill also. 2. Sundry creditors account, it will be 2 lakh. Then here you will write 2Y Limited. The amount agreed is 30 lakh. Now if you will check both of the sides, you will get equal total. Your debit and credit should be equal, and that way you will get the total equal. Narration will be business of Y Limited purchased Now you have to make the payment. So Y Limited will be debited. Y Limited debit. Now how much you have to pay? 30 lakh. And 40% of this 30 lakh you are paying to bank account because you are making payment through check. So 40% of 30 lakh will be 12 lakh. Yes, very good, very good. Now you have to issue the shares. So which shares you are issuing? Equity shares you are issuing. So 2 equity share capital. It can also be preference shares if the question is specifically mentioned. Then 2, because you are issuing shares at premium, securities premium reserve account. So this will be the journal entry. Now working note number 2. I have to calculate the issue price. Issue price of share is equal to, see, face value is how much? 100 and premium is rupees 20. So 100 plus 20. In short, I am writing 120. Then fifth is number of shares to be issued is equal to, purchase consideration is 30 lakh divided by issue price 120. Tell me the number of shares. Sorry, 30 lakh is not there because I have paid 12 lakh. So that will get reduced now. It will be now 18 lakh. Is this 18 lakh clear? How it has been calculated? Because of 30 lakh, 12 lakh I have already paid through bank. So 30 lakh